Welcome back now to the scientific breakthrough for sufferers of peanut allergy, a sometimes deadly condition that is so widespread in schools and homes around the country. Now, 1 in 20 Australian children suffer from food allergies resulting in life-threatening or anaphylactic reactions. Often parents had to take the risk of feeding kids certain foods to see if they were allergic. But now researchers have found a new way to use blood testing to accurately and safely determine allergies.
This is actually increasing the ability of the old test to predict food allergy without the necessity for a food challenge in some cases. So what we're wanting to do is minimise the risk to families of having to have a food challenge, because in the past we used to just do testing without checking with food challenges, which can be dangerous for some children.
So it is a breakthrough in the diagnosis of anaphylaxis, but there is still no cure, and each year approximately 10 Australians die from severe allergic reactions. But is there a natural way to cope with it? Well, Michelle Flanagan lived with anaphylaxis for 35 years, and she joins us tonight to tell us her story. Welcome, Michelle.
Hi.
Your story is like so many others. Tell us yours. Slightest traces of peanuts, shellfish can turn life-threatening for you.
Oh yeah, within seconds I'd actually have a reaction, and I'd have about 20 minutes to get to the hospital or I'd be dead.
What type of reaction are we talking about?
Oh, full-blown anaphylactic reaction. So within seconds my lips would start to swell and internally I'd get covered in hives, there'd be diarrhea, vomiting. And all of this would happen within a space of like 5 to 10 minutes. I actually used a cosmetic where it didn't have peanuts listed on the label at the time when I used it. And within 5 minutes I started to, like, I knew I was going to have a reaction. I started to actually, my eyes started to actually swell up, and within 15 minutes it was like my face full. I looked like the elephant woman at the time.
And you've said that it was literally do or die. So what did you do?
Well, what I did was, well, I couldn't simply look at food or change my diet or do anything like that. What I actually did was look at what I could do, so the food that I was actually eating, and I started to actually look at, okay, well, how is the food processed? How is it cooked? It has a physical change. So I started to actually change my diet around the actual preparation process.
So you get to the end of 2007, you've had a year of testing and you declared anaphylaxis free.
I was actually, I did a food challenge in 2006 where for the first time ever I ate peanuts without a reaction. I had had 3 RAST blood tests before I actually did the food challenge. This was in intensive care in a controlled environment, and with the blood tests that I actually had, it all came up that I was actually normal.
So you're saying that now you can eat peanuts, now you can eat shellfish?
I'm still recovering from Christmas. I've been eating chocolate, peanuts, shellfish.
But I guess you also know that that's dangerous territory for people who are going to trust the medical world, but are then going to read your story. You've got to be careful here. Are you being careful?
Totally careful. I mean, if anything, I think with the book that I've actually written, it takes you on an inside look at anaphylaxis.
So you have written this book not to give people a path to fixing the problem of anaphylaxis.
It's actually a real look inside the condition, because when you get a full understanding of the condition, only then you can actually solve the problem.
So clearly your problem, your situation is not going to work for everyone. What would be the best advice that you could give to somebody who is going to come up to you, and I know they do, saying, how do I get out of anaphylaxis?
Well, I don't proclaim a cure. However, I do actually say to them that it's important to actually get a full understanding of the ins and outs, the inside and outside perspective of the condition, because only then you can actually overcome it.
All right, your book is called Reaction 20 Minutes to Live. It has been an incredible journey for you. We appreciate your time tonight.
You're very welcome.
And wish you all the best. Michelle Flanagan, Reaction 20 Minutes to Live.
Thank you.
And we'll be back right after this break on Today Tonight.